Hello, Keller Williams. It's Jeremy Cannon, your Market Center Tech Trainer. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how do we get to Docusign and start filling out documents through command. So you can see right here, I'm in my opportunity. Now, quick tip here, I have filled in my property address information first. This is going to feed through to Docusign, so I would encourage you to do that if we know this information. Of course, for a listing, hopefully we should know the property we're listing. But for a buyer, we may not have that information. So anything where we're working with documents, whether it's submitting to compliance or filling documents in through Docusign, we're going to go to this Documents tab in our opportunity. Now, pro tip here, choose your checklist on the left-hand side first. So we'll have a couple different options here: residential, vacant land, or commercial. This is depending on what our office has set up. So if you see something different, we maybe just haven't set a checklist up for it yet. So now I'm going to choose residential because typically that's what we're doing. Now for a listing, on the left-hand side, this populated 3 different compliance checklists for me. So I've got a listing checklist, a contract checklist, and a closing checklist. This is where we'll upload our signed, completed documents once we're at that point in the transaction. So once we get everything signed, I'll load my listing documents, contract documents, and closing documents. For a buyer, this is going to be slightly different. This first slot will be called consultation, and you actually won't have any required documents. So for a buyer, you're just going to start in under contract. Now, the reason I have you choose this first is these documents with this little DS stands for Docusign. These are going to be pulled in automatically, so I don't have to go find them. So it just saves you a bunch of time. Now, when I'm ready to go to Docusign to start actually filling in my documents, the Start a Transaction button is what I'm going to click. Now, if this is grayed out for any reason, you need to click on your name and go into your settings and check that Docusign connection and figure out why it's not connected. If you have any trouble with that, please reach out to me, but it's simply a matter of putting in your login. Now, I'm going to go ahead and click this. This is going to open up another tab that opens into Docusign for this specific, the room is what Docusign calls the folder for this transaction. You can see the name just matches everything that I put into command. Now I'm going to flip back to command for 1 second. I just want to point out that after you click that button for the first time, it does change. It's white now and it says go to transaction. It's the same button. If I click it now, it's still going to open up right to this screen in Docusign. So, and you can see those basic listing documents in this case pulled in automatically for me. So personally, I just like to open up my documents and start filling them out. So if I click on my listing agreement, you can see that it's going to already have filled in that property address from command. Any information it could bring over, it did and started filling out the document. Everything else is opened up for me as the agent to then go in and start filling out whatever I need to on this document. Now, I do want to point out, go down the bottom here, anything the client's going to fill out, like their signature, any check boxes, any initials, I'm just not going to see that yet. That's going to happen in the next step when we go to send these for signatures. So click on the document, start filling them out. If you're somebody who likes to fill out that autofill section, we call that details in Docusign. So if you want to start going through this page and filling it out, it'll fill any of this information onto whatever documents need it. Or something weird is filling into your documents. You can come in here and try to figure out where is it coming from. But personally, I just like to click on the document and start filling them out. I find that is easier, but there's multiple ways to kind of go about that. Now, if for whatever reason you need a document that's not automatically pulled in, you can go up to this add button. And of course you can upload from your computer, but we've uploaded pretty much every form we know of in this Docusign Forms library. So I can click on this. We've got packets that the office has filled up. Now, remember, I'm a part of multiple market centers, so you guys won't have as many as I do. But these are packets that the office has set up. So like listing forms will just show us all the listing forms, listing under contract. I'm not sure what all is in there, but all forms, buyer contract. We tried to make this easy for you to find what you need. But if you can't find something in one of these packets, you should be able to find it in one of these libraries. And these are like the master list here. So typically we're using real estate commission forms, though occasionally we'll use I believe Oakmar forms. But really the OREC folder should have pretty much everything you need if it's not a market center specific form. And you can just check on it, add the document in, and then you'll be able to fill it out just like these. So that's where I'm going to pause this video. It'll get you going, filling these documents out. Please let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day.